What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. Today, I am doing race picks for the 2022 Toyota Save Mar 350. Let's go and just jump straight into it. This week in the NASCAR Cup Series, headed to Sonoma for the second road course race on the NASCAR Cup Series season, the 16th race of the season. This, of course, also the final race on the Fox Network for the Cup Series before they transition over to the NBC Network, where you'll see race on NBC and USA as well. Tony Stewart will be in the Fox Sports booth for this final race as well as he started this season. He will finish his season as well. Also, we're going to the old configuration of Sonoma that they ran from, I believe, from 1997 or 1998 up to 2018, or instead of going into the carousel where the IndyCar series used to race in, they're running to the back stretch up to that wall. So maybe people with the Aggressionist series might hit that outside wall. We're going to have to wait and see. But yep, second road course race of the season. Let's get into picks. But before we jump into picks for this weekend, let's take a look at the weather for this weekend. The weather for this weekend at Sonoma is actually going to be surprising really cool. It's only going to be 74 degrees as a high and 52 degrees as a low, with right now only a 10% chance of rain. Now, that absolutely could change, and the weather could warm up or it can even cool down, but the weather for this weekend looks really promising here in the next couple of days. So now let's get into the picks. For those who are new to the channel, here's how picks work on the channel. I do two suck picks, two drivers that have struggled who I think are going to continue to struggle, or a driver that's ran well who I think is going to have a bad race. Two underdogs, two drivers I think that are ran really well consistently who I think are going to do good, or two drivers I think are going to run well that aren't usually in good equipment. And then I do a winner's pick as well, the driver I think is going to win. And I do the ones you need to watch out for this weekend. And I've got 5 drivers outside of the winner they need to watch out for as well. So now let's jump into the suck picks. Who are my suck picks for this weekend at Sonoma? My first suck pick is a guy who really had an incredible performance this past weekend at Worldwide Technology Raceway. He ran a lot of the race in the top 10 and top 5, and after this race, jumped back above the cutoff line. But this weekend, I think he's going to go back below the cutoff line, unfortunately. This guy has really never been a great road course racer throughout his NASCAR Cup Series career, or whatever series he's been in. He has really struggled at road course tracks. And I think, unfortunately, this weekend, he's going to suck here at Sonoma. Aric Almirola. Stewart-Haas Racing in general has really been off the pace. I know this past weekend they look really good on at the Gateway, which is a track series similar to a road course. They got to consider it because of a lot of braking and stuff. But I think Aric Almirola is going to have a bad weekend. He really hasn't been good at Sonoma throughout his career, and I think he's going to struggle this weekend at Sonoma. My other suck pick for this weekend, this guy had a really bad race at Gateway. And I just think his bad luck is going to continue. He crashed near the end of the race, and I think he's still going to be feeling the pain that he had from that crash near the end of the race. Kevin Harvick. Yes, Kevin Harvick has been historically really good at Sonoma throughout his career, but over the last year or two, Kevin Harvick has begun to really struggle at road course tracks, and I just think Kevin Harvick, once again, is going to have another bad run. He can surprise a lot of people and have a good run, but I'm not really expecting much from Kevin Harvick. I think Kevin Harvick, will, like Aric Almirola, is going to struggle this weekend. I think Stewart-Haas Racing outside of Chase Briscoe is going to struggle, and I think Kevin Harvick will struggle this weekend at Sonoma. And now we're going to jump on to the underdog picks. Who are my underdog picks for this weekend at Sonoma? My first underdog pick is a guy who has only made one start so far in the 2022 season, that coming early this year at Circuit of the Americas. And unfortunately, this race did not go like it probably should have. But if you look at the speeds of this guy had pretty decent speed in the Rick Ware Racing camp. Talking about Joey Hand. Joey Hand is running 5 or 6 races so far. This is running 5 or 6 races altogether this year with all the road course races that they're planning to. And he's my first underdog pick because I think the road course experience is really going to come into play. The guys that are good on road courses are generally going to do really well this weekend. And like COTA, I think that experience is going to come into play. Joey Hand had ran extremely fast. Was extremely quick at Circuit Americas. I think he's ran a lot here at Sonoma in the past too. So I think that Joey Hand is going to have a great run this weekend. And I think he'll be somewhat of a competitor to potentially get a top 15 or top 20 this weekend with Ricker Racing. My other underdog pick is a guy who really is having a great year so far. Yes, he does not have a win like he did the past year, but he's already tied up for the same amount of top 10s that he had last year, and this year has 2 positions better in the average finish than he did last year, with right now an 18.3 average finish, which really is not that bad, all things considered. Talking about Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell has been a driver that's been quietly having a good year this year. He's sitting around 21st or 22nd at the points currently at the moment, and he has always been really, really good at road course racetracks. He's gotten a lot of top 10s and top 5s in road courses throughout his career. And that road course experience from the Atlantic Series and maybe looking at IndyCar at one point before he came to NASCAR, I think that experience is really going to play a factor in him contending. And I think Michael McDowell will contend for potential his 6th top 10, even maybe his first top 5 of the 2022 season. And now we're going to jump onto the winner's pick. Who is my winner pick for this weekend here at Sonoma? My winner's pick is a guy that has won so far this year in 2022. But he's always been really good at road courses. However, this guy has never won at Sonoma Raceway. He's come up short multiple times. He's had engine failures that have taken him out of contention. And I think this guy really was on the verge of potentially winning last year, but got beat by Kyle Larson and finished second. And a lot of you thinking, you're picking Kyle Larson, right? No. I'm picking one of Kyle Larson's teammates, Chase Elliott, to win this weekend at Sonoma Raceway. I know this is not one of Chase Elliott's greatest racetracks, greatest road courses, but I think that experience really is going to come into play, and I think that Chase Elliott is going to get his first road course win in 2022 and his second win and get his 15th career Cup Series victory. I think it's going to matter a lot. He was getting better at COTA near the end, and I think that Chase Elliott is going to win at Sonoma Raceway. And now we're going to jump on to ones you need to watch out for this weekend here at Sonoma. Who are the ones to keep your eyes out on? The first driver you need to keep your eyes out on is the defending NASCAR Cup Series champion and the defender winner of this race, Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson has been really, really good at road courses over the last year or so. I know COTA did not go fantastically, but I think Sonoma is much different than COTA. I think that 5 team they were really off this past weekend in Gateway, but I really believe that this weekend is going to be a massive bounce back weekend for the 5 team. I think he will contend for victory and potentially could steal the win from Chase Elliott, but I think Larson will be at least for sure a threat to win this weekend. My second one to watch for is a guy that I really have not put in as one to watch this year so far. There's a lot of other reasons why we're putting him as one to watch, but the big reason we're putting him in as one to watch is one, he's won here a couple times, and two, he has Cole Pearn back this weekend as his engineer. And I think having Cole Pearn back as his engineer is really going to play a factor. Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr., like I mentioned, has been really had some good runs over the last 2 weeks. We know he's potentially could be his last season NASCAR Cup Series. It's unclear if he is going to be back next year in 2023. But Martin Truex Jr., I think, is going to have a good run. He's been historically really good at road courses throughout his career. And I think MTJ will be a contender to win this weekend at Sonoma. My third one you need to watch out for is a driver that's probably currently the favorite to win the championship at the moment. He's finished second the last couple of weeks, and this driver has won here twice. Won back here in 2008, and also won here, I believe, in 2013 as well, if I'm not, no, 2013, won here in 2015. Kyle Busch is my third one. Kyle Busch has really been fast the last couple of weeks. He was really quick at Circuit Americas as well, which is a track very similar. Well, not similar, but it's a track that's kind of similar to Sonoma in some aspects and in some other aspects as well. I think Kyle Busch is going to be a threat to win, and it'll be one to watch this weekend here at Sonoma with all that momentum coming after finishing second the last 2 straight weeks. The fourth driver you need to keep your eyes out on is a guy that has been very fast so far this year and won the last road course race at Circuit of the Americas. Yes, a controversial fashion, but Trackhouse Racing has generally been really quick over the last couple weeks and has been incredibly fast. Ross Chastain is my one because I think Chastain, look, Ross Chastain has been so fast everywhere we go. It does not matter. He's contending every week. He's one of the favorites to win the championship. I think that Ross Chastain, while yes, he's one to watch, I think he's going to be one to watch in multiple areas, including to see if he and Denny Hamlin get into tempers. And the final driver you need to keep your eyes out on is a guy that has won so far this year. That coming, of course, at the Daytona 500 and was really fast at Circuit Americas earlier this year before he had some issues late, but he still ended up finishing in the top 10. Talking about Austin Cindric. Austin Cindric is an awesome road course racer. He's not won a road course race yet in the Cup Series, but I believe that road course experience, you've always got to have him as a driver to watch for. I remember at COTA last year where he basically was on fresh tire and basically not on rain tires and was basically run slick tires and was pulling away from the field almost 2 seconds faster than the field, which is really impressive. I think Cindric's going to be really quick, and I think he's going to be one to watch to win this weekend here at Sonoma. So those are the race picks. Just a reminder, my suck picks are Aric Almirola, Kevin Harvick. My underdog picks are Joey Hanna, Michael McDowell. And my winner's pick is Chase Elliott. And the ones to watch are Kyle Larson, Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, Ross Chastain, and Austin Cindric. So anyway, that is going to be for the race picks video for Sonoma Raceway. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notification on notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow my Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support my page as well. Let's get you over that and comment your thoughts on today's video. Who are your race picks for this weekend? Tell me your 2 suck picks, tell me your 2 underdog picks, and tell me your winners pick for this weekend at Sonoma and the ones you need to watch out for. Let me know in the comments below. Tomorrow on my channel, we're more than likely going to have a NASCAR news video. There's not really much going on in the industry currently at the moment, but I would expect a NASCAR news video on the channel tomorrow. So anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys next time for some more great, awesome NASCAR and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.